We need to show that the following 4 points are the vertices of a parallelogram, and subsequently we need to check whether if it is a rectangle or not. So let us begin by considering a parallelogram. Here we have the vertices given by A, B, C and D. Now we'll suppose that A has the coordinates -2, -1. B has the coordinates 1, 0. C has the coordinates 4, 3. And D has the coordinates 1, 2. It's very important that we choose the coordinates in a particular order. Now, what we'll do, we'll try to join the diagonals AC and BD. What we'll do, we'll try to find out the midpoints of diagonal AC. So let's start by first finding out the x coordinate. All we have to do is take the sum of the x coordinates of the endpoint. So that's -2 plus 4. And we're going to divide it by 2. And then to find out the y coordinate, we add up the y coordinates of the endpoint. So that's -1 plus 3 and divide it by 2. Fine. So here we have 4 minus 2, that's going to be 2. 2 divided by 2, so that's 1. Then we have 3 minus 1, that's also 2. 2 divided by 2, 1. So that means the midpoint of diagonal AC comes out to be 1, 1. Next, what we'll do, we'll try to find out the midpoint of the other diagonal. So let's find out the midpoint of the other diagonal which is formed by joining point B and D. So this will be equals to, so we will first sum up the x coordinates of the endpoint, so that's 1 plus 1 and divided by 2. Then we also sum up the y coordinates, so that will be 2 plus 0 and divided by 2. And we see that this also gives us 1, 1. Since we are getting the midpoint of both diagonal AC and diagonal BD are coinciding, that means it is indeed intersecting at a common point E, and they have the value 1, 1. And we know that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, which means that ABCD, this implies that ABCD is indeed a parallelogram. Hence, we have successfully showed that it's a parallelogram. Now, in the next instance, we need to check whether if it is a rectangle or not. In order to check if it is a rectangle or not, we'll have to verify that the diagonals are equal. If the diagonals are equal, then they are going to be a rectangle or else not. Okay, so let's try to find out the length of side AC. All we have to do is use the distance formula. So here AC will be, so first we'll have to take the square root. Underneath the square root, we'll have to take the difference of the x coordinate. So we have -2 minus 4, that's going to be -6. Square it and then add it to the difference of the y coordinate. So that's -1 minus 3. So we have -4. Square it and this is going to give us a value. So we have square root of 36 plus 16, which is going to be 52. So that means we have square root of 52. Now we will try to find out the length BD again by using the distance formula. So we have square root and then the square root we have the difference of the x coordinate. So that's 0. Added to the difference of the y coordinate. So that's 2 squared. So this is giving us a value 2. Now clearly we can observe here that the length AC, since AC length is not equals to the length BD, this only tells us that it's not a rectangle. So it's just a plain parallelogram. So here, therefore, ABCD is not a rectangle.